Hey YouTube, Aiden here. I tried to make this video last week, but for some reason YouTube was not being nice to me. It didn't want me to upload videos. So this video is pretty much just about being a little guy. Um, 9 times out of 10, if you're a transgender male, then you're gonna be shorter and scrawnier than most guys. As you all probably know, I work out all the time and I run a FTM workout collaboration channel just to help us little guys not be so little. Um, since starting T, I did grow about an inch, and my shoe size did go about a half a size to a size bigger, and I have to wear wide shoes now, and no longer just like the regular standard size. Um, but it's pretty frustrating being a little guy, and I think that a lot of us trans guys suffer from like little man syndrome. Some of us will make up for it in our tones to other guys, how we treat women, what we can and cannot have as far as masculine things, not wearing certain colors or not drinking certain drinks just because it like brings down our masculine level. Um, I feel like I do struggle with this, just like anybody else. And although I try my hardest to promote good thoughts into my head and to compare myself to the other biological male who's even shorter than me, or the tall guy that's way scrawnier than me, just to kind of make myself feel like a little bit better about who I am. So that's like definitely something that I know all trans guys, most trans guys suffer with, either being scrawny or being short or being both. Um, and I put a lot of effort, and I know a lot of guys put a lot of effort into not looking scrawny, not being short, or whatever. Um, but I just been feeling it a lot. I try to work on positive energy, so I feel a little better this week than I did last week. But last week, I unfortunately, me and my gym partner have been able to go lately together, so I was at the gym alone, and being at the gym alone is a whole nother thing. Like, I have to remember to consciously stop comparing myself to other people and to constantly, whoops. So I have to constantly stop comparing myself to other people and constantly reassuring myself of how small I used to be before T and after T and before I was working out and now that I've been working out for a year or two or so. Um, so I have to make sure that I consciously tell myself, like, stop looking at that dude, bro. Like, that's creepy. You know what I mean? And it's nothing past, I guess, like an envy, or comparing myself to somebody else, which I know is not healthy at all. But I mean, I'm being real here, like, you do unhealthy shit all the time, I mean, like, as far as like mentally and stuff. Um, you try not to compare yourself to other people, but I mean, you do. That's what the magazines are for, and that's what the celebrities are for, and all that stuff, you have people that you look up to. As long as you're not degrading yourself by looking up to somebody else, I think is kind of healthy in a way, if you could be happy with yourself but want to improve to become who you feel is a good person, or how they look or whatever, I think that's, as long as you're doing it on a healthy level, then that's good. But it's definitely tiring. I'm tired of getting over an obstacle in my life and then finding something else to complain about. It is tiring. It's frustrating, and I think that all trans people in general just crave to have that feel of normalcy, to feel like you don't have to complain about anything, um but I know I'm not the only one out there. So I just, like I said, I try to keep telling myself like good things, put positive energies out there, try to get positive energies back. And I'm just not even talking about other people. I'm talking about myself, you know. When I'm at the gym and I'm staring at some dude, I tell myself, you know, like, stop looking at them and focus on yourself. You know, how are you supposed to get quote unquote as big as them if all you're doing at the gym is focusing on them and not focusing on your weight training? So, you know, it's all crazy how you find one thing to complain about and then just go on to something else, you know. Um, I do have a cat trying to get into my bedroom right now. Hold on. There you go. Good boy. So I've been thinking a lot about these things because I got this book from the library, which I didn't think I would find, but oddly enough, they have a decent amount of stuff in a little town like this. It is this book by Matt Kiley, I believe, or Kaylee. I don't know if you can see it. It's called Just Add Hormones. It says, Just Add Hormones, an insider's guide to the transitional experience. I like this book. I'm halfway through, actually, just about literally halfway through. I mean, it's only 168 pages. I'm on 77. But I really like it. I've read a decent amount of transgendered books, all FTM, because that's what I relate to. And I found that this is the one I can relate to the most. This is about a guy who grew up as female until like 30-something. You know, is gay, always liked men before and after transition, and, you know, just going through the motions of transition. But they were a therapist for like 25 years beforehand, and, you know, so they have a lot of that insider brain thing, like, pretty much saying, you know, this is how being a therapist, you're supposed to see it, but this is how it really is. You know what I mean? He finds that medium between, like, okay, the most perfect, outstanding citizen and how shit really goes down, you know? Each chapter pretty much deals with, you know, part one, trans minds, trans identities, trans bodies, transsexuality, trans pride, post-trans. I haven't gotten up to those, but so far, I really enjoy it. I did try to read The Man I Am or something, the Chaz Bono one. I'm like a snob for books, kind of. Like, I need it to be really good, well written, not just like telling a story and then some writer coming in and writing it. So I feel like if Chaz writes a book from the heart, like that he writes, and then maybe just has an editor go over it and tell him, you know, what to fix here and there, I think it would be a lot better of a story. So I chose this book over that one. I just couldn't seem to get into the other one. But I know a bunch of guys who read it and they love it. So, you know, like I said, it's all in what you like. But this is a good book. Just Add Hormones. I got it from the library. You know, I don't really have money to spend on books, so just get it from the library. It's free. Again, Matt Kiley, or Kiley, Kailey. It's a good book. I'm almost done with it. Like I said, halfway through. So, yeah, I just want to shout that book out because it's some really good material for non-trans people, trans people, people interested in transitioning. I have a friend who's semi-interested, and you know, I'm definitely gonna ask them to read it because I think it's a good book for, again, anybody interested in in what goes on, not in a physical, in more of a mental, emotional state, which, as you guys know with my channel, that's pretty much 95% of what I focus on. So, hello, hi kitty. That's it. Hopefully this video uploads. I'll be so upset because I tried to make this same video last week and it didn't work. So, yeah, that's it. Alright, guys. If anybody's read the book, or if you do read the book, you know, let me know what you think. I love, you know, going over, like, ideas, and, you know, I used to be in the book club in school, so if anybody wants to have a discussion about it, hit me up. But otherwise, I will talk to you guys later, and, yeah, that's about it. Peace.